Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. And tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Wizards of London taking on the Huskies of Melbourne. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, think about this Melbourne club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good.
Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Get it.
Off the bootleg. Knowles. Finding Walker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Huskies put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
33, yellow.
He'll look to throw.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Huskies offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. On 1st down, it's a run with Ali.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He's going to try and do this himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Knowles. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 18 on the play.
1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready?
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19 Tiger.
19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Townsend. Has some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Straight ahead they go with Ali. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Panther 60. Go.
On 3rd down, Ali.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 45.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Roman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Huskies offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 9 now.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for Melbourne. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Pass complete with Strepo. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big fella. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Melbourne. First down.
A handoff here to Ali.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 vices, 60 vices.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Melbourne. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go back to Ali. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On the give, it's Ali.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Knowles. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, ready. 45, white, hut, hut.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he works
makes it across the 25 before being tackled.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. How to approach this? Third down and 16 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is third down and 4.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals. Ready.
Looking to throw. Knowles.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for Melbourne. First down.
Off the play fake. Knowles.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Wolf on now for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
A little juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Knowles. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Off play action. Knowles.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
First down, London.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll air this one out deep for Davis.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a huge play that time. And even 40 yards.
First down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Set, hut. 52, blue. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down. That leaves.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Wolf on now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34.
Again, it's Ali. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He'll try to pick it up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
London about set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come on, set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's complete to Chisholm.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
37-yard line.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
In motion left comes Williams. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting and 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready. 10 flat. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
2nd and 7.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Knowles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knowles.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Yards. And the Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Throw left side complete. That's Townsend. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Pick him.
Ali going to try the right side.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Back to throw. Knowles toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
LeJonte Wester,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Huskies have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. London about set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. 60, cut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
33, yellow.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Knowles. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Come on, come on. Hey. Fix the eagle. Fix.
Looking to throw. Knowles.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Go.
Up the middle they go. It's Townsend. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knowles. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied, fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's got it.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set, get cut.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Wizards answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. He's back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Here's 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
He'll look to throw.
They'll try and do this himself. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Melbourne, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Melbourne, first down.
And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Let go.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Cougar nice.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
And I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and throw for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one. And 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
White. Ready.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Londoners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Melbourne,